property investing. Here today with Michelle Watt from investArent, and we're just going to do one of our interviews and get to know what happens with one of our preferred property managers for our investors to look after their properties. So we might now cut to Michelle, who will just tell us a little bit about yourself, Michelle, and your business, and what makes you a worthy property manager of the Compass investors.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks for having me here today. Yes, I'm the principal licensee of a property management agency. We're based in West End. We specialise in this area in particular, and in particular new builds. I've been in real estate now for 12 years, perhaps 7 of that in property management. It's something that I love.
Fantastic. You mentioned something there, Michelle, about new builds, and it's very important because a lot of people will rent a new house before they'll rent an existing house. There's a lot of people, I dare say, on your books that are getting pressured by the mum of the house to move into that new house with the split air conditioning. It might cost them a bit more, but they're always on demand, the new properties. What's your take on that, Michelle?
Oh, for sure. Tenants love a new property. They love to be the first person to live in the home. For us, it's exciting to be able to present these beautiful new homes, and here at Redbank Plains there are some exciting new styles of property that will be coming to the market very shortly and after Christmas, so it's really exciting.
This is just the beginning out here at the new Redbank Plains, Eden's Crossing. But one of the things that we find with Michelle, very hands-on, always involved right from the word go, and when the place hands over, Michelle's always here to do the inspection to make sure that there's no marks on the wall or this or that. So that's all part of your service.
I love it. I love the new builds. I love it right from when they cut the ground for the slab. I'm out here. I know roughly who these owners are going to be, and even if we don't have an owner, I start taking photos. I have a folder on my desktop where those photos start going, and every 2 or 3 weeks I'm out here, I'll update those photos, pop them into that property folder. Then when we've been notified or asked to manage a property for that person, I can then start, put a name to it and continue to build that photo portfolio and hand that over to the owner and update them each time I've been out. Hey guys, on site today, this is where your property's at. I'm fortunate I've got build keys. I can come inside, have a bit of a look when it's safe. The owners love it.
Tremendous asset to us because we have our own client service which looks after things, but to have someone here, you're here just about every day, and it's very, very comforting for us to look. We get to know our clients really well, and to hand them on to you, Michelle, is a pleasure. So that's fantastic.
It's exciting for us too because we can come into these properties close to completion, and it allows us to look at what the property has to offer, and then we can property match. So we have a large database of tenants, our current tenants. There's a percentage of them that are always looking to move on, might live in the area now, see something new and exciting going up, I want to be a part of that. So we do a new to the market email which goes out to our tenants, either the tenants that are currently renting or tenants that are hunting for property in the market, and let them know that this particular property will be on the market and available with an approximate date.
So Michelle, your business isn't a massive franchise operation. It's a small boutique, which is what attracts us to you guys. But tell us, what are the advantages for that?
For me, as the business owner, I make myself available to all of our clients 24/7. To Tim and his team, I have a number of referrers that I work with, so I'm available to anyone that needs me for advice or help or chat about what the market's doing. I spend a lot of time talking to people that haven't yet purchased.
Yeah, you certainly do. The feedback we get's amazing. And the thing with the big franchise, they might be good down in Victoria where you live, but up here they're a different franchise. They've got different values, different operating things. They might all run under the same banner, but doesn't recommend success every time. And one of the key things that we look for in property management is someone that's working for you, and that's the owner. And I know she might put someone in with at a good price, renting wise, to get them in. But if that needs to go up in 6 months' time, you're onto it.
Oh, absolutely. Every lease renewal that comes around, an assessment's done on the property, we look at the market, what should be able to be achieved, and we will try our hardest to increase those rents every single time for our owners.
100%, that's great. And the inspections that you do every few months is vital, because with real estates, if they're not doing the inspections, you know, it's like cancer, it gets in and no one, it becomes too big of a problem. So one thing we look for in a real estate is someone that does things properly, and the proper things that need to be done is the inspections, but also the reference checks and that. So tell us a bit about your procedure on your how you qualify someone.
So we have a multi-level process for checking our tenancies for suitability. We will check their current agency reference and obtain a ledger. We'll do that for the property previous to that as well. We'll confirm their employment, their income. We take into account whether the tenants have pets. Rule of thumb though, if we get a good reference for a tenant that's had a pet previously at the property, that is one of the questions that we do ask. Has there been a pet at the property? Was it approved? Was there any damage? So if that comes back, yes, they had a pet, it was approved and there was no damage. Hand in hand, good tenant usually comes with good pet. So that's important to us, and we do respect some owners don't want pets. We do try and encourage though, when you're purchasing a family home, that families will want a pet of some description, whether it's a goldfish or a budgie or a puppy or a cat.
Fantastic. What do you find different about the Compass proposition? You know, one, the houses that we recommend and our clients, or anything different about what we do to other companies?
I always like working with the team at Compass. I find that we can work easily together. We both have the same work ethic and goal for our clients, so they're a mutual client. We both want good outcomes. They're very easy to deal with. Their choice of builder is so important.
Tell us about the builder. What do you find about the builds?
Oh, when you get a good builder, it's just joy. I know that we can come in, pick up the keys, everything's finished off nicely, it's clean. I could hand keys over to a tenant that day if I wanted to.
Yeah. I knew that was going to be your answer, because they are fantastic for us to deal with, and it flows there. It flows for the owners. It's just fantastic across the board.
And obviously our job is to help the owners to increase the value in their property, hold and increase over time, and that starts with a really nice product at the start.
That's right. I always say if they move in and the lawn's mowed and everything's right, they'll keep it that way.
Definitely.
Yeah. So,
and that's important. We have to have our properties presented to the market looking nice all the time. Lawns mowed, nice and clean inside. We run around, we have a little mops on our car, a duster, whatever we need.
Maybe we should get one of those. But well, Michelle, thanks for everything you do.
Thank you.
It's been great, and we just love working with you guys.
Thanks.
Subscribe to our channel.